Hey, how's it guys? Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a translator web application using LangChain in Python. Now, this is going to be a beginner-friendly tutorial, so even though you don't have a lot of experience with LangChain or Python, you can still follow along. It's pretty easy to build the application. Now, right here is going to be the web application that we're going to build. And we have two fields. The language we want to translate it to and the English text. So right now I'm setting the language to Spanish, but I can simply specify the language that I want to translate. So for example, if I want to translate hello to Chinese, I will simply type Chinese. In the text field, I'll type hello. Then I'll click on start and return hello in Chinese. And you can do that with any language like Japanese. And this time I'm going to say goodbye. And we have goodbye in Japanese. So just something to get you started with learning how to use LangChain to build at least a basic application. Alright, so first we're going to install the Python packages. And I would highly recommend that you use a Python virtual environment to isolate the dependencies. Alright, so for the pip statement, we're going to install LangChain. And for the generative AI engine, I'm going to use OpenAI. So I'm going to install LangChain -OpenAI. And to host the application, I'll be using FastAPI. I also need to install UV-Clone. And with LangChain, we also need to install Line Server to host any LangChain web application. Now press enter to install the packages. Oh, so here I have a typo. This should be serve. And once the packages are installed, let's go ahead and create a new Python script. And I'll name the file as app.py. From the import statement, I'm going to import the list data type from typing. Then from FastAPI, I'm going to import FastAPI class. To populate the input field from LangChain core.prompts, we're going to import chat prompt template. And to convert LangChain's response into a string output from LangChain core.output parsers, we're going to import string output parser. And from LangChain OpenAI, we're going to import chat OpenAI to connect to OpenAI's endpoint. Now, in terms of building this web page, from LangServe, we're going to import add_routes function. And if we look at the description, the function registers the routes on the given FastAPI app or API routes. It can see this as a bridge between LangChain and FastAPI. The first thing we need to do is we need to create the template to specify the inputs. So I'm going to create a variable called system template. And it's going to specify the task that I want to perform. In this case, I want to translate the following language into the target language. And we're going to assume that the source language is always going to be in English. Otherwise, you can always modify the template based on your requirement. Now, to create the template from chat prompt template.from messages, we're going to insert a list. This is going to be the initial message that I want to invoke. So notice that here is a list. So this is going to be the system prompt followed by the user input. Now the variable here, this is going to be the field name. So when you see the field name here, language, so this is actually corresponding to the field name. And we can change this to target language. And you cannot have a space. The next step is we need to create a model. In this case, we're going to connect to OpenAI's API. So I'm going to create a chat OpenAI's object. I'll name the object as model. Then I'll create a string output parser object, and I'll name the object as parser. Alright, so for step 4, we're going to combine all the steps together into a chain. So if we look at the chain here, step 1 is going to provide the template to construct the interface. Then we're going to specify the generative AI model that we want to use, followed by the parser to convert the output into text string. Now at this point, we have finished setting up LangChain. Now we can go ahead and create the FastAPI app. Now here using FastAPI, I'm going to provide the title, which is going to be the web app application title, app version, and description. And once we have the app running, we need to add a route. For the homepage, I'm simply going to display a message. This is the homepage of LangChain server. Then I'm going to add a route to the web application. Now, if we look at the path here, so the route is going to be chain/playground. And the web application is actually created using one of LangChain's web applications template. So using the add routes function, we're going to specify the FastAPI app. Then we're going to attach the chain, which is going to define the instructions, how the users is going to use the web app. Then we need to define the path. Now this is going to be the last step, which is going to be the entry point to run the web application. Now right now my web application is offline, so if I refresh the page, it's going to give me the error message, unable to connect. Now here, go ahead and insert the entry point. I'm going to import uvclone, and to run the FastAPI app, using uvclone.run, we'll provide the FastAPI app, followed by the hosting address and the port number. And to run the web application, run the script. And once the app is running, we should see the address where the web application is host, which is going to be localhost 8000. Now on the home page, this is going to be the default message. I want to navigate to chain playground to open the web application. Now here I modify the input text from language to target language. For the target language, I'm going to choose Italian. And for the text, let's do today is Monday and start. And we now have the translated text from English to Italian. Alright, so this is going to be everything I'm going to cover for this video, and hopefully you guys find this video useful. The source code is in the description below. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one.